All right, it's 11:36, and we're back from the live ban. Got appealed pretty quickly, and then had a little technical difficulty, so had to restart the app. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh man, that was okay. I can hear you guys now.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you
We could
hear
hear
me
each other
now?
fine.
Yeah, I could hear you before.
Yeah, that was weird. It does that sometimes.
Yeah.
Is
I
Santa
couldn't.
coming back?
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
she's going to bed.
that's
You
just
guys like?
crazy.
You guys like my new profile picture?
I
What?
didn't even really look at it, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
I,
yeah, I
I,
like
li-
that.
I like it. The red hood is very like iconic. So now, like when I go into other people's lives, it's I'm more like recognizable to like just average people that have seen me around.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's really weird when I go into like a big creator's live and they're like, "Oh, hey Isaac," I'm like, "You know me? Hello, nice to meet you." Like some of the reactions I get are actually like really funny because I'm like, I'll just like click in and they're like, Isaac. I'm like, what? Okay, hi, what's up?
Well, you are known. Like,
Yeah, apparently.
you're
I
well
don't
known.
understand like why Backwoods even came into your live because Backwoods keeps saying, "I'm done with those people. I'm done with them. I'm not talking to them anymore."
Oh,
You're
it let
back.
me come up.
What's up,
Yay.
Santa?
It let
Yay!
me come up.
Yay!
Probably
I
because
don't know
you're
why.
innocent.
It says I had no appeal. It said permanently suspended.
Nice.
So
Permanently.
I really do want to know what Backwoods was about to say, though. Like,
Can I just say something really quickly? So my phone started glitching when that happened. Okay, so I need to ask you a question. My phone was glitchy. I had the low bars, and then all this crap was happening, but I could hear snorting and like animal sounds. What the fuck was that?
That's
But it
weird.
was in slow motion. It was going really slow. It was like, and it sounded like
What?
a bear.
okay, so I heard something like that when Backwoods was like going strong at Isaac, but that was before I went up in the live.
Yeah, Backwoods was really freaking out. Like he
Right
was.
before your live ended, though, maybe because it was in slow motion, but was
Good
he like
Yeah, he
grunting
was
and
grunting. He was. It was
good
pretty.
morning, testicles.
holy, it
It
was
was.
in slow motion. It was the scariest sound I'd ever, it sounded like an animal.
It sounded like he was possessed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That
Like
was that you, Isaac?
No, it might have been my dog, but like,
no,
was it when the
it
live
was
shut
Corey.
down?
It
It
was
was Corey.
backwoods.
Mm.
It was a
No,
person.
I think he was mad at Isaac because Isaac
Yeah,
kept yelling at him.
He must have got
It
Isaac jerks
sounded like the
off.
Hobbs of Hell, man, because I
he
couldn't see
oh
anything.
he probably got a ban and was mad about it.
Well, he was in there though. All I could hear, it was just going slow motion. I could hear, and it was like
Yeah,
all
that
these
was
weird.
Backwoods. He
That was
flipped into. He flipped into. He flipped into something. There. It was
Oh my
just
God, it
that,
was
so.
that
so.
was Devon.
I love it when he gets like that.
Yeah, but maybe this whole religious
Oh, I
side of
can do.
Backwoods is actually more than we think. Like maybe there is actually something going on there, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Like demonic possession. I don't know.
No, I just think
He
it's unresolved childhood stuff, right? We all
Oh,
have
for
it.
sure it is. And honestly, we all have unresolved childhood stuff. Like you were saying, you don't know my history, Corey, right? Like you said that
Yeah.
yourself, Senna, and he doesn't know my history. Like we've all had a hard childhood, right?
Yeah, I'm tired of the whole like, dude, yeah, he didn't give away children. I had to give away a baby. Like, get out of here.
And I was
Like,
beaten
don't
and
even go
um
dragged
there.
down the
And I'm
street.
sick.
Like, come on.
so I
Yeah.
did message my agency and said to look into your account because so they might have done something on the back end. I just got a message, but I can't.
How much is an agency?
They just take like a percentage of, I think the subscriptions, they take a little bit of a cut, but yep.
I just wanted to see if I could come up. I should need to go to bed. I have to get a phlebotomy in the morning.
What's
Oh,
a
dear.
phlebotomy? What is that?
Bloodletting. They'll take like 2 pints. Think of 2 pints of beer. They'll take that much blood out of me and throw it in the garbage.
Oh,
Fun.
So sexy.
Backwoods is just a simple blue collar dude, but I won't sugarcoat the fact that he was kind of dogpiled.
Oh, he was
Yeah,
not
but
done.
I don't think you've been following along of what's been going
Dogpile?
on then, because
She's literally got to go and.
he literally dogpiled Fancy not even 2 hours ago. They dogpiled
Yeah.
Fancy in Elders Live.
And she's about to go and have bloodletting happen, and Dogwoods is sitting there saying, "Woe is me!" Like, come on.
Oh, yeah. No, he doesn't get any sympathy from me.
Backwards.
He loves dogpiling. He came into the live instantly aggressive with me. I hadn't even said anything. He comes in calling me a bitch and shit. Like he deserved what he got. And then he kept threatening to leave. I'm like, "Please do. Like, I don't want you here." Like,
I mean, sometimes Isaac, I want to call you a bitch, but
you
but wait,
can. It's all good. I don't mind, but
Well, and he was threatening to beat you up.
that was
yeah, I think that's what got the live taken down.
I think so too.
that was a lot.
Because one of the violations was violent behavior.
And I believe he did threaten to smash your teeth in.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's,
Mine
it's
out.
not fair if it's if it's one of your guests
Yeah.
threatening you.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
think
weird. Yeah,
I think that's
it's-
why it got appealed so quickly, was because it wasn't like I didn't do anything wrong.
we
I'm
all have
pretty-
childhood trauma though. Like my mom was in and out of psych wards. We all have childhood trauma. You know, you go get help. He needs to go get help. He should
Definitely
listen. If anything, the left would be compassionate to that. We're
Yeah.
very open about talking about stuff like that.
And we
Yeah.
have been compassionate. We have given him space and we have taken him in. And then every time he turns around and does something shocking.
No. Yeah, I think I'm sick because of childhood trauma. I think I have all my health issues because of that unresolved child. I agree, it can fuck with you, it messes with you, all of that. But like, I don't go around dumping on people. I try to help people. He
Same.
needs to work on
Trauma dumping is not exactly what we're here for. We're here to.
No, I'm not his counselor. I get
It's
paid for this.
it's annoying when so Bry Guy was doing this where he's like, "Oh, you're a crybaby," but then he goes, "Oh, you don't give me any sympathy." It's like, how am I supposed to give you sympathy when you're literally making fun of people for showing emotion?
I feel sorry for them. I honestly do to some extent, because it must be awful not being able to show their emotions around each other without getting made. Look at what Elder did. He made fun of you because your brother passed away. Like, oh, cry about it. Like, I couldn't imagine surrounding myself with people like that.
A piece of.
It should be free and
They
accessible.
They show their emotions. They just don't show emotions that make them vulnerable.
They send, anger, because anger is secondary emotion to sadness. They don't want to be sad, so they go to anger.
You know, and then
Sad.
Chris Barber.
Somebody called
Chris Barber,
Backwoods a
not
cry
even knowing
bully.
the story goes in.
Cry bully is a perfect description of Backwoods.
Sorry, I'm kind of.
They say they're not misogynist and they're calling all the men in here bitches and pussies.
Oh my god. Have you seen
mean,
what Backwoods has said about
I-
me? I'm not even going there.
I can't really talk on that because, but I'll at least admit that I am a little bit misogynistic.
Yeah, I am. We all are.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but at least you admit it and then you can fix it if you so choose.
Hey,
That's
There's
the
a
only
it's
way.
a
Yeah.
real man to wear a pair of heels. That's all I've got to say. Until you wear a pair of stilettos around me, you are a beta. That's all I got.
It's true that I already have weak ankles, rolled my ankles, and bleed boots.
Yeah, it's so true. They do. Men have to, it is a fear of being judged. I have a son, he's 24, and I'm very open, and I can still see that it's hard for him to express emotion.
does nail polish count?
I wish he would paint his nails. My son would never.
No, I'm
Let me
asking
he did paint
Chastity.
his face and everything. He got all dressed up at one time.
I don't know if you were in that live that I was talking about nail polish. It doesn't do it for me because I actually like clean nails. I like to see what's that they wash their hands. So I know I'm a little bit anal that way and kind of hypocritical.
Yeah,
But
this is true. You did say that to me one time.
yeah, I like to see that people wash their hands and that they have no dirt under their nails. I mean, if they're just getting done work, it's one thing, but wash your damn hands. Unlike Matt Hugh, who I've watched use the bathroom how many times?
That was hilarious. And he still didn't wash his hands the second time.
Right. And I was right there. I was like, come on, man.
I
Anyway,
do
Oh, he
feel
did
like
it
both
with me
sides, though,
too.
for both of us, we all get petty sometimes, and it's just like we need to stay on the task of what the argument is, because that's why it just goes into this like toxic spin, and I'm thinking, you guys, it's a waste of energy. Why do it
no, you
just for
are right.
drama?
Well, with
It's
Backwoods, I'm I don't feel bad at all because like I know what he's about. I know he's gonna try and fucking play victim, and then as soon as you give him like any kind of like leeway, he's just gonna turn around and do the exact same fucking thing. So it's like,
Or he'll find something else to do.
yeah, it.
What's his next target gonna be? Which of the community is he gonna harm next?
Corrupt.
I wouldn't
That's the
say he
one
did any
thing. Like
harm. I'd say he didn't really accomplish anything with that.
He's harming
He just
himself.
at the
yeah.
same time, though, we
there
also
is
didn't
hard mode.
accomplish anything because the thing is, what's the goal? Like my worry with someone that Backwoods is that yes, he says and does stupid stuff. For me, I mean, fuck, I feel like I'm always like excusing people's behavior, but I do try to see some of it through his perspective. And like my goal is to try and shift people's behavior, even just slightly. Some of
Mhm.
it Backwoods, I know that's kind of a lofty endeavor sometimes, but knowing the way he reacts to certain situations, and we saw that with how he was like wanting to get violent towards Isaac.
Oh, because
I
Isaac called him a
worry that he calls him, there's back and forth, Isaac eggs him on, but he's super easy to egg on. So the thing to me is, I worry that pushing him too much in these situations, like it might just be better just to kick him out. Because when you keep angry him like that, it's only going to further kind of radicalize him or push him towards accepting things that are the opposite of what we would probably all like to see him think and do would
Like I
be
said,
nicer.
he's a
Like he
lost
just gets
cause in my
angry.
book. He's a
But
lost cause in
yes,
my
but
book.
if he's a
So
lost cause, why not just kick him out rather than constantly
I
egg him
didn't
on and
bring him up.
potentially make it worse for somebody else?
I wanted him to leave.
He
I
kept
don't know
using
why
that
he.
term, your ideology, your ideology. But the problem is that it's actually his ideology that is going to cause problems. Children hear that. His children hear that. He is only preaching hatred.
100%.
And that is ideology.
Like, I don't
What
understand how they didn't create harm. I think they
it's
created
causing a
harm
lot of
with the
harm.
blackface and the
A lot of
Hitler
harm.
stash and
But I
Both
think
of
we
those two.
also
Both
we gave it way too much airtime. We should have like shut it down.
both of those two did it in front of their children. Their children will see that. Other people's children will see that. Look at the problem or whatever her name is there.
hi Joe.
15 seconds to ruin your day. She does all of this in front of her children. This is the next generation, and that is a problem.
Yeah, but as a parent, honestly, I think we spend a lot of time trying to help them, and we should be uplifting our communities more. We should be uplifting the disabled community. We should be putting better systems and things in place to protect us.
That's leading by example.
Yeah,
We
but
should lead by example. I'm not a parent.
TikToks and stuff at midnight and stuff, arguing with these people when he's grunting like a bear, I don't think it's gonna.
You're probably right.
His kids are probably stuck there listening to it. I couldn't imagine that being my dad was like a bit of a lunatic sometimes, and couldn't imagine, we're getting him, he's getting incited, and then he's there, and they have to deal with him.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't bring him up. I wouldn't have even wanted him up here.
I
You
didn't bring
should
him
have a
Want him
up.
up
chance.
here.
You should have a chance to speak his truth, but the problem is that his truth is constantly changing. Like I don't think there's a truth to it anymore.
Well, he speaks his truth in here in what they call a love live, But then they go over to a right live and they all coddle each other. They all coddle each other's racism. They all coddle each other's misogyny, right? They all stroke each other's, ego.
Which I would say is worse than them coming over here and getting chewed out. Like them sitting over there and trying to like recruit people to their little hate group is probably more productive for them than coming over here.
They
I
control
don't
the
know.
narrative. It's an echo chamber. They feel safe there. That's their safe place.
I'm gonna get a cramp.
We have to remember that there's a certain amount of sociopaths and psychopaths in the world. What is it, like 1 in 40 or something? So we've got a lot of them on this app,
Elder.
right?
I
So
mean,
they and a lot of times those are the ones leading the.
Elder.
Hey, I don't like Elder either, but sometimes he has good points. Sometimes. Not
The only reason I say that is because his comments to me today were very like,
Oh yeah,
what?
no, he's
Like,
And he's pulling a Carl.
what? Wait, what? How can you like
missed that.
actually think that? Oh, he basically was like mocking me for grieving the loss of my brother.
Oh,
yeah,
Like
that's
that's
like
some
sociopathic.
yeah.
there's no
That's
excuse for that. That's horrible.
That's just like what the fuck are you doing? That does not make you look good to anyone that isn't a sociopath.
Right?
I used to try with Backwoods. He's funny guy, but he self-sabotages. He does it every time to himself, and then the people who are supposed to be his friends get like he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to. He just gets he goes from hot to like he just hot to cold. Like he's you can hear it in his voice sometimes. He wants to like have a conversation and have a good faith
And I've actually
understanding of
had
what's
good
going
conversations
on.
with Tori.
My
like
dog's
everybody needs to
snoring.
not forget that you know TikTok advocate had shared her story of being abused by the church,
Yeah.
and
Sander.
he made fun of it.
Mhm.
Him and all the other men made fun
Oh,
of
you
it.
didn't see that, Isaac? This has been going on for almost a year, 2 years. He got called out by a huge creator last year. She travels all over the United States and speaks. She's been to the White House and everything. And she talks about child sexual abuse material, and because it happened to her, and he mocked it. He made fun of it. He did a whole thing with a drill in the ground and everything. It was gross.
Yeah, it
That's
was really
gross.
gross.
That's
That's
just gross to
backwoods.
watch. Yeah.
Backwoods, yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say he's not sociopathic, but that's a little bit. But I
No,
don't
it's
think he
trauma.
is.
It's trauma. It's
Yeah, I
trauma.
don't think he
And then
is. He shows a lot of emotion, just
He's
in a weird way.
100% trying to deflect, trying to cover for his trauma, trying to suppress it whenever he can, and find scapegoats and like excuses. And it's no different than that bully in high school who was picked on. It's the only reason they're
yeah.
bullying. Like that's backwards.
Anyway, I should go. I'm glad I got my live access back. I gotta be at the hospital in the morning. I'm probably gonna take it easy. I told myself I'm taking a break this week. He's in
Sure
his
you are.
he's safe in his hate. Go beyond that. Yeah, it's true.
Sorry,
You
what?
take
It's
care of
like a
yourself.
shield around him.
Yeah.
What was it? I always think of that Frank Sinatra saying, Frank Sinatra never cried. He said because he was afraid if he did, he'd never stop. And when I see guys like that, that's what I think of. I'm like, you've never had a cry. Like you have not been able to be in your emotion. And so you're just really angry. It's a
He's
scary place to be. My dad was like that.
always got to be that alpha male, right? But
Yeah.
meanwhile, we're not looking at him like that. But he doesn't see that, so
I tried. I've tried long enough. I'm moving on.
it's not your fight, right?
No, man. I look at these people and I'm like I'm not trying to say that I've got the worst life, but like try having fucking chronic cancer. Like that's a problem. I wish that they would focus on something that's actually like a real life issue, like missing and murdered Indigenous women. Like there's so many things in Canada that we could be focused on, and we're fighting with people that want to do awful things. Like they're not, there's bigger fights to fight, I believe anyway.
Focus on it, but also
Like,
learn about it. Don't use it
I
for
think like with content creation, it's one argument, but with lives, it's kind of it's it just you just kind of go with the flow. It's kind of hard to like focus on a specific topic usually because it just gets derailed real quick.
Just try to be Earl and not be able to get Trudeau to step down. That has to be the hardest thing in the world. Go on.
I have so much I want to say on that, but I'm biting my tongue. I thought I lived in a democracy. I'm sorry, what?
Right? Like
Oh, hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
I'm resting up for March
I should
19th.
I should host a live where I pull a Carl and I try and get Danielle Smith to step down. See
Is
how
Joe in here? Joe should do his Dina. It's so creepy. It was so creepy.
There is a difference
yeah.
between Danielle Smithel and Justin Trudeau. At least Justin Trudeau has a little bit of class. Like,
March 19th is the 1 million charges. So that's when they're all going to go to the RCMP stations and try to arrest the police
oh yes.
or try to get Trudeau arrested. Some say that they'll be happy if they just get a file number and then they'll leave. Some say they're going to try to arrest the police if they don't take action.
That'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Such a waste of time.
Yeah, that it just
How is
police
Ryan?
police
you put
usually
you,
don't
first
do
of all,
anything.
Ryan,
They
I
just
told
go,
you at the beginning,
that's a
you
civil
put in
matter.
the Israel flag, and now you're telling us that we can't try to figure out why somebody in our community is behaving the way he is. Like, who? I don't know you.
What did this person say?
He kept putting Israel flag in, whatever. I tried to ignore it. And then he starts saying that none of you can, he's saying we're psychoanalyzing backwoods, and we're not. We're trying to figure out how to like
We're repeating what he
have
just
dialogue
said.
with somebody who we've been having dialogue with for almost 3 years. So
Yeah,
he's
we've
not
been talking to
new.
him. And we're just repeating what he says. Like he says, every time he's stuck in a corner, he comes back saying, I had a traumatic life.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't
Like
know what
I've
I've
been
been
in DMs
through.
with the guy. I talk to him. I used to talk to him often.
Yeah, I don't actually think he's a bad person. I do think that he has had a traumatic life, and I think that he uses that, and it's no
And we
different than a
weren't
bully
talking
being bullied.
specifically about him. We were talking about why somebody might behave that way and how men don't feel like, yeah, we're having conversation. You don't like it? See you later.
And
They
men's
just
mental
hate
health
freedom of speech.
I
know.
know.
What the heck? No
is
I
freedom of
never
speech
called him
for
a
us.
sociopath. Who called him a sociopath? I said there are sociopaths and psychopaths in the world. We were talking about dealing
I
with other people.
I
Maybe don't
did.
come in halfway through a conversation.
Yeah,
We've been
no
having this for
kidding,
3
Matt.
hours now.
I did.
Israel
But I
flag, get
said
out
he
of here.
I said he isn't a sociopath, is
Yeah,
what I said. I said that Elder's a sociopath because the behavior he portrayed on my live stream today, and I think I have every fucking right to do that. So if
yeah,
you want to
exactly.
cry in a corner, you can go cry in a corner, but we're
the
going to
right
move on
wherever
to
you
the
want.
next topic while you sit here and try and psychoanalyze
Take my
us.
meds or buy a robe. I've been here the whole time. I don't know you, so you don't go here as far as I'm concerned.
And you
Is that one of
muted.
those fake accounts using the rainbow?
I think
Bye.
it's Elder.
Bye.
Damn it, Ryan. You in the world comments.
He's only muted for a minute.
They'll probably report. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
He came in with an Israel flag. He was coming in to be combative right away. Buy robes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's just a
right now,
troll.
Matt, I'm happy with our government. I support our democracy. I don't want you guys fighting for me.
I keep thinking I'm sitting next to Carl.
Sorry.
Like if
Sorry.
Pure Polyev wins, I'll be like, see you in 2029 and move the fuck on.
Yeah, Lisa, I
Not
kind of
sit there
agree.
and
I
go,
think I've seen
Pure
him in there
Polyev
before.
needs to step down. Pure Polyev needs to step down. It's called democracy. They have a term. They get to finish their term. That's how it works. You can't like
And how am I anti-Semitic?
What?
Palestinians are Semitic too. What are you talking about?
Was that the same guy?
Anti-genocide. How about that?
we got to be careful talking to this guy.
Why?
I think he's trying to get a clip to report.
He's antagonizing.
Don't
Ryan,
don't
no, that's
don't
just what Ryan does.
don't read his
Oh,
comments. Cuz yeah, some people will do that.
Man, what corruption are you talking about?
Oh my God, you got
I've
his
been up front
voice.
of Justin Trudeau's office for over 600 days.
Whisper
Oh my God,
I'm
Dina.
a real freedom fighter.
Whisper Dina.
Hey, Dina, where
Yeah.
are you, Dina? I'm looking for you.
I can't.
Matt, I've gone over to the left now. I'm
You have to try
sorry.
to be a
I
little bit
can't be
more
a freedom
creepy.
fighter anymore.
Try to be a little bit more creepier. Hey Dina, sing it.
Hello, Dina, where are you? What a play.
oh my God. Hey, do you have Matt Venn's voice or no?
No, I
It was
don't have Matt Ben's voice.
in fucking Matt Hughes live, he was like, this guy hangs out with a dude who uses other people's voices. I'm like, it's a joke. Like, it's not like he's
I was watching
calling
that
family members to try and scam them out of money. Like, it's clearly a joke. And he's like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, dude.
Hello, Scotiabank. I'm calling to get all my money.
Matt Hughes
Just
just
kidding.
funny.
I want Sucka to come up here.
I know I saw her the other day in somebody's live. I think she was arguing with what's his name? I can't remember his name. Matt Hugh.
Well, they love each other.
Yeah, they hate each other now.
I was sarcastic.
And then now we're friends again because of Matt Hugh.
Kusaka?
Yeah, which makes me really happy because I miss Sucka. She's my favorite. She's my favorite conspiracy
Excuse
theorist
me?
on this app.
Yeah, nice save.
Excuse me?
Hasn't she had a,
Nice
hasn't she had
save.
a name on
She
I don't know.
is. She's one of my
I know,
favorite
But you said
guests. Got a
you're
problem
like,
with
she's my
that?
favorite.
Hasn't
What about
She
Sucka's name
is.
been
What about
featured on
Senna?
the show?
Well,
That hurts my feelings.
there's two different categories on this
That's
app.
what I said. You said she's my favorite conspiracy theorist.
Hasn't Sucka's
Oh,
name been on Matt
that
Hughes'
was a good save.
page, like constantly on all his lives in his background?
What?
Senna's definitely like Senna, TikTok scientists are probably my favorite people on this app.
Fight TikTok
Not
scientists.
Carl. Carl loves you.
They're not
Carl.
conspiracy
Just pretend I'm
theorists.
muted right now and I'm yelling at my phone a whole bunch.
Carl came in here and started accusing me of getting him banned. I'm like, what? Dude,
Did you?
chill.
Well, it's because you're with TikTok scientists, so you must be a hacker.
Look,
Mm.
somebody came onto my live and they were playing Cum Zone, and I got off the live and then it was banned.
You're gonna have to teach me how to do that because I need to change my voice.
What are you talking about, Ryan? I'm ignoring you. I don't care. I don't care, dude. Honestly, I am not pro Zion.
Ryan,
Don't
I'm gonna
repeat
mute
what he
you for
says.
the whole live
Like
because
being
you're
in the hospital
fucking
all the
annoying,
time.
dude. Like,
I don't
we're not
care.
we're not gonna have this conversation because you're literally
Imagine
just
what type of person you must be on the
baiting.
inside, though, to make fun of somebody who's sick and tell people to kill themselves. Like, it's just sick. Sickness. Probably why they were so offended that we were talking about sociopaths, because they are one. Yeah, I
Probably.
know. I need to ignore it. It's
I
screaming at me.
It's
Yeah,
hard to
maybe.
ignore
yeah,
that, though.
don't feed them. I've had some pretty fucked up shit happen to me in the last little bit. I just don't talk about it
Yeah.
because that's what they want. They want me to like be like, oh, these people are so messed up. But like they are. But
Imagine what it's like for kids on here, though. Like, I didn't have any of this growing up. None of this.
No.
I went to high school, like, I was the class of 94.
We should talk off app, Senna,
Look,
about what
it's
happened.
Jimmy and
You're gonna
Rob
be
is
like,
literally,
what
huh?
the fuck? We should talk off app about what happened, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
I know.
Like,
It's funny because my son and my daughter are not on social media at all, really. They're not interested in it.
Who's back? Ryan?
Yeah, I'm just ignoring it. He said I only have 5 years left to live. He's probably right.
Hmm. You should
He's
probably be
back.
shut down.
Oh, don't mute him. It's fine. Let him say what he's got to say. Let him get it out. He's probably
No,
needs a
I'm
cry.
muting him. Don't
Huh?
come in my live. I'm muting him.
Nobody needs to hear that shit.
Don't come in my live and start accusing us of being anti-Semitic because we're pro-Palestine. Like, it's a
He
fucking,
was doing
what
it
is
on
that?
purpose, I
False
think, because I had the
equivalency?
watermelons. Like, it's just an antagonist thing.
It's GOP propaganda. Fuck them.
So obviously it's a clear attack against you, but why? What have you really
Well, he
done?
knows I'm sick, so he knows who I am.
Yeah, but
So it's somebody. It's probably Elder.
well, that's a weak
I
attack.
think it is, Elder.
Yeah, I could
We
see
find
Elder
out
being
it's
mean
you,
like that.
Elder. We're gonna track that, and we
Going
find
after
out it's
somebody because
Elder.
they're ill?
Man,
Actually,
And I
there
don't
was
think
a
Elder
time he
would say
slipped
something
up.
because he's well, maybe though he can get pretty
There was a
hostile.
time he slipped up. He came in here and he was like, um, he was basically like, "Oh, you said this to me." I'm like, "No, I didn't. I said that to Ryan." And he was like, "Oops."
So I have a really bad cold right now. Does that mean he's gonna go after me? Like, come on, grow up. Don't attack somebody because they're sick.
Well, and like it's not anything I don't know.
No, you've been completely open about your journey on TikTok, as far as I know,
Yeah,
and I don't really know you, so
yeah, exactly.
she's my bestest friend. No, I'm just kidding.
I love you.
They
I love
pretty
you.
much
I love Santa. Don't get me
they'll
wrong.
they'll pretty much find anything that they can prod at to like try and get a reaction. And
Yeah, and
it's
I'm easy. I get triggered easy.
which is fine.
I
Like
think we all do.
I try not to. I
Yeah,
would not be able to stand a recording of myself on somebody else's TikTok.
but I've seen you triggered, Polly. I've
Yeah,
seen you triggered.
I don't like getting triggered because then I feel like they've got one up, like they got me. Like tonight when I got me and Lisa Bella were yelling at each other. I didn't like that. I don't like that.
Oh, what? You were yelling at my
um
nemesis?
I
We were
I
screaming at each
kind
other.
of I kind of just
Yes.
embrace it because I know I'm easy to trigger, so I'm just like, fuck it. You want to trigger me? Let's fucking go. But it's actually funny when I'm triggered, so
I just
I
always am
will say
like,
one
oh,
thing.
you went there.
The only thing I'm going to say about my arch nemesis on this entire live, because I don't really give two shits, she's actually been pretty good this past week, as far as me, to my knowledge. So that's all that
Oh,
matters.
that's good.
I think I don't
It's
know.
Lisa's scandal.
I'm thinking Lisa just doesn't. She just doesn't understand
Hmm.
this whole
she's
thing.
smart as fuck though. So like with
She
I
is,
just
but
don't
she's
like I don't
not
like talking
sociable.
about racism with her cuz I don't think I don't think she understands that she's being kind like she's perpetuating white supremacy talking points.
Right.
But I don't think that like she like I called her racist, but I don't think that she's like actually genuinely racist. I think that she just is spewing out racist talking points.
I don't
Because
think she
on here,
understands social cues.
I was accused of using white supremacist tactics, and when someone told me that, I got really offended and very upset. And now I look at it thinking, why did I get upset? Because, maybe I was, you know, like maybe I was
It happens sometimes. I mean,
It's my, look there, there's a profile. It's gone in 5 years. It is my conversation starter for sure. I
I
just
think
don't
of
know
Lisa
why she's
Bella as
so
kind of like a
awful. I think it
female
might be
version
Lisa
of
Bella.
Matthew.
Might be
Yeah,
Lisa
kind
Bella.
of.
She's
Very
she's
smart.
been mad at me before.
Very
I
smart,
think it
but
was
very
you,
out there.
Shay.
Hmm?
But because I'm not knowledgeable in it, right? I got really offended. I thought they were calling me a white supremacist. You're a
Of
white
course she would say
supremacist.
that.
That's not what they were saying. They were
yeah.
saying that I was using white supremacist tactics. And so
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
got
the thing
deeply
about these
offended
people,
and deeply hurt. But now that I've had some time to think about it and stuff.
these people
Um,
know how to rally hate. They know how to use trigger words. They know how to create that mentality around them that is going to be like this whole farming of rage farming. Like, I don't know how to
Oh,
word
do you
it.
know who I think I know who it is.
who?
Ryan?
It's a girl. And she said similar things to me recently. We had a falling out, and it's somebody a lot of people have had issues with, this person. She's in the left, kind of.
Beaver?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Who said that to me?
No, this troll account. I think I know who it is.
It's an
Oh.
angry little rodent.
Yeah.
An angry rodent. Oh. I think we've all had issues with that one.
You know who I'm talking about? Yeah. It definitely it's her.
Am I right?
What?
An angry rodent?
No, it's nobody from the right. It was like it's somebody in the left.
Oh.
Yeah.
provocative discourse, intentional
Oh, with the
provocation.
Israeli flag.
So I've had
Yeah.
that done to me before, and I'm thankful that it was done to me when it was done to me because I learned a fuckload from it. And now, whenever I spot it, like the provocative discourse or intentional provocation, it's easy to spot,
Mhm.
but if you don't know what it is, then yeah, you get super triggered, and it's a very effective tool on this app. So
Yeah.
Man, I need to read the
I don't think there's
conversation more.
anything wrong with it. Sorry?
I was just saying I need to read the chat more. Holy crapes.
People get super defensive when it's done right. Yeah, but it starts the conversation, and then it opens the door for like really deep conversations. I think Shay,
Like when you call
not
people
Shay,
Oreos and
but
apples and stuff like that.
Shay did that to me once, and it worked fucking wonders. Shout out to Shay. She got me good one
Shay?
time. I was like, "Oops, sorry, Shay."
Shay is quickly becoming like one of my besties on this app, I swear.
Yeah, she taught me quite a bit actually. So
They'll come in.
she's very good at it. Because uh she will have the conversation, and when you talk to her, you just learn so much. It's like,
Yeah, I like when she used the word BIPOC, but had no idea what it actually meant. That was great. I like that. There was a time.
what?
I thought she didn't know what it meant.
What are you?
No, she thought it. She thought it only referred to people who were both black and indigenous at the same time, and not that it was black and indigenous as
Why
in
are you
including
bringing
both.
this up?
I was gonna say because she is BIPOC, so
Do you
Yeah,
not like
I know.
her?
Trust me, it
Is
was a
that
very weird
you
conversation.
just want to get a W on her right now because you're in the box and she's in
Oh,
the chat?
she said that I trigger something in you. So I mean, maybe she did. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't like when people call people Oreos to defend somebody else, calling people Cassidy or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know, stupid situation.
Oh no. Maybe you were you put your guard up too much and you didn't have that conversation. You just got mad and left. Pulled a Lisa Bella.
listen, Shay,
Maybe.
I'm not
It's
defending
hard to tell. She
scientists.
redefines a lot of words.
I'm
I
not
like
defending
Shay.
scientists. I'm just saying, I still like you. I think we got a thing going on here.
Oh
Although I like
man.
scientists too, don't get me wrong.
Never called Aunt Fancy an
The
Oreo,
dog's
but keep
pissed.
going.
My dog's like, "What are you doing, you stupid woman?"
Uh,
Wants bed.
I cannot- that-
I think I've noticed more people kind of mending fences lately.
That's nice. Look, Senna's got her dog. Okay, stop.
I know who that is. I know. I'll tell you after, Isaac. I know for sure who that Ryan account is.
Yeah.
They too obvious. Yeah.
Is there
Um,
somebody who I am mutual with? I think
Shay might know who it is. That girl from TikTok will know. TikTok scientist will know.
I'm gonna
Um,
have a couple guesses in my head,
okay, go ahead.
and then when you tell me, I'll be honest. I'll be like, oh,
It's not
yeah.
somebody that's like well known, but they're known for being very confrontate, like very mean sometimes. They've said mean things to people and then they just disappear for a while.
and they
I
might
think
be Jewish.
I think I
No, they have a partner. I think that they have, I found out through somebody that is, they recently, pardon, also you all ran with the white use. Oh, we're talking about that. I'm trying to talk about the other thing. I know it's this person. I know it is because the things that they said when we fought recently, it was about Israel and it was about me talking about me being sick all the time and I'm going to die and is my chemo getting to my head. They said all this that stuff to me. So
Oh,
I
I
know
know
who it
who
is
it is.
now. I know for sure.
I know
It's a
who it is.
girl. It's a woman.
And it's somebody who I am a mutual with, so
You think so?
I think so. I think I'm pretty sure.
Those-
But not the
What's the first letter of the name?
B?
Do
No.
they
No.
bright?
Okay, then
What?
Do they shine bright like a diamond?
I don't know what that means.
Does it start with C?
No.
No.
What's disgusting? Oh, what they said? Yeah, I know. They told me that they worked in care homes and that they abused residents because the residents were, I guess, racist or something. And
what about what
they
about
agreed with
M?
abusing the residents.
No.
What about
They
M?
really don't like Country Girl Tanya.
Yeah. Or
Oh.
Hatter.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh,
Bees?
Or Matt Ash.
what's her nuts?
Is it bees?
No.
No.
Okay.
It's been a while that I've had
Bees would never
interactions
say
with this
that
one.
to me.
No. I don't know. I don't
I'm
talk
trying to
to her.
think. I know Turk would know who it is. Turk doesn't like this person.
Mad Hatter's our rival.
Hmm?
Like her and Mad Hatter had it out for a long
One
time.
letter above Turk.
What's her name?
I remember they went into Native Calgarians live and had some issues.
Can't even remember her
I know
name.
for a fact it's her.
Oh, wait, no. No, I don't think so.
I don't want to say because then they're going to come in and say I'm putting people against them or something. But I used to defend this person religiously. I had this person's back for a long time. And then I noticed that they were saying stuff in the comment sections about Israel and calling Muslim people towel heads and stuff. So I removed them. And then they came for me recently and said all the stuff that Ryan was saying, they said to me. Yeah. Scientist, you have the letter. Yeah.
What's her name? I know who it is. I just can't think of the name right now.
Yeah, faceless, but says that they are from several marginalized communities.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Faceless, but says
Yeah.
they're from several marginalized communities.
They really like Jamaican spices.
Avatar?
No.
Like jerk spices?
Most people probably won't know who it is. It's not like a. But I know that those guys all had problems with this person too.
Okay, let's play charades.
You still don't know Fancy?
No. You know, I can't change my name for a month because I did it wrong.
Oh, you did the other one.
I did both.
Oh.
Well, I did the wrong one first and then I did the second one.
See,
So
my
I
husband-
can't change my name from Fancy Polly Chick for a month. Now I don't even know, can I go back to Polly Chick when after a month, I wonder?
Yeah. As soon as my husband was able, he was like, "Yeah, I'm dropping this Fancy. Every time I go into a live, everybody's calling me Fancy, Fancy, Fancy."
Yeah,
He's like,
everybody calls me Fancy too.
"I'm not fancy."
I got pretty good at it pretty quick.
Yeah,
That
but
one.
they were still calling me fancy and Matt Hughes live the other day, and I'm like, no, not me. But Matt
It was
Hughes.
pretty funny when everybody had it like fancy in their name, and I was like trying to talk to the chat. I'm like fancy. Oh no, look again. It took about a couple hours, and then I got used to it.
Do you know how many people still don't realize that my name is not motherfucking, it's mother tucking? Like, where?
I don't like those things because it's so hard to find accounts when they have that.
Oh, I know. I know.
So I just have like, yeah, it's pretty easy to. Actually, if you search my name, Isaac, I'm number 3 now. Yeah. I was like, what? Yeah.
I strongly
Moving up.
suggest searching my name on everything
I
except for Google. Don't search my name on Google.
I don't have a face, Shay. No face, no case.
Oh man, I kind of want some cake now.
I just had cheesecake. It was so good. It hit the spot. Chocolate cheesecake.
Oh, you're making me like froth at the mouth right now.
I really want to like get some like White Claws or something, but I know that if I do that, then at like 5 a.m. I'm gonna be like, so
Oh, you mean like I am right now? At
I'm
2:30?
gonna be gonna be sober. Well,
It's my Friday, so I can do what I want. That's my theory.
That's true, Shay.
yeah, I haven't drank in so long. I drank the one night.
You know what?
That
That's
was
actually pretty honorable of you for somebody who's grieving right now. So
yeah. That's why I'm not drinking. I don't wanna.
Yeah,
I
I
don't want.
keep forgetting.
good for you. Good on
Yeah,
you.
it's
Good on you.
yeah. I feel like just like waking up in the morning would be a lot more difficult if I were to be like drinking every night. And I like what I do, so
Aw, you win, real life quagmire. Giggity.
Giggity, giggity.
I
All right,
can't
yeah,
eat any of that stuff anymore. I wish.
I am gonna drop out though because it is 2:30 here,
I know
and
I need to go to bed too.
I would like to go join my husband.
Have a good sleep.
Tell your husband I say hi.
Well, if he's sleeping, I'm just gonna be in the chat, but you know, love you all. And yes, Polly,
or
I will tell my husband you said hi. He seems to love you
Nighty
more than
night.
me.
A lot of
Really?
people in here, Isaac.
sorry,
There's quite a lot of people in here.
it's about
Mhm.
average.
Yeah, 50 people or
I guess
47.
different times.
Yeah, and then now Europe is gonna be waking up, so it's weird.
Well,
Average for a
Yeah,
white
it's
boy.
really weird. When you guys go to bed, Europe wakes up, and then I have like an international
and the vibe is
following.
different because we're all like tired and they're starting their day, so it's almost like that's kind of cool.
It's really weird.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be
Some of
cool.
those international baddies, though, man, I would love to be in their lives.
I went into
I'm
a
kind
live with Mads. Do you know Mads?
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I went into a live with Mads to talk about this was pretty far back to talk about Billy when Billy did that. What did she say? Pedos are not. I forget what she said. She said something like pedos are not something and something are not pedos or they're not the same thing. And they were making it out like she had said that it was okay for everybody to be pedos or something. So I went in to talk to them and Betty Boop stuck up for me.
I love Betty, actually. She's grown on me. Huge.
Betty Boop is pretty awesome.
Okay, bye. I am meaning it this time.
Bye.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too.
Good night.
See ya. Thanks for joining. Australia, it's like right now is when they start to get off work. Like it's like 5 o'clock. So
Yeah, he just said 5 o'clock. I'm like, oh my God, it's like 2 a.m. here.
yeah,
We are in
got
the
lots of
future. You are. Look at you
I want to
guys
go
popping
visit
in.
Australia. I wonder if are they still at par with us as far as the dollar goes? I wonder.
I know New Zealand is, so I imagine I'm a
Yeah,
dual
that's new
citizen of
future.
New Zealand.
2030 here. Oh my God.
Where's
So
2030.
oh,
weird.
that's in Australia.
This would make me stay
Yeah.
awake. This would make me
So
want,
that would
want to
2030.
be
make coffee and be on their vibe.
oh,
Okay?
it's so awesome. And
Especially if you don't
then
have to work the next day. Like, oh, I could totally vibe in here with a
New
different,
Zealand.
especially with New Zealanders. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never expected some people to end up being anti-racist and use their voices. What what does that mean?
Oh, there's the scientist and Shay are talking.
No, that was I'm talking about that girl from TikTok.
Oh,
What does it mean? What
I didn't
does
see
it
that.
mean? What does it mean?
Yeah.
What's your
No,
plan? What's your
it's
plan for your live, Isaac? What are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I didn't know
just
Tanya.
chill.
Tanya
Just
was
chill.
like,
It was good watching the convoy rallies. Was morning for me. You like the convoy rallies in Canada? I don't. I didn't like
My
them. I like the. Actually, that's not true. That was the first time that I didn't watch American politics. I was like totally down for what was happening over here.
yeah. I wouldn't have cared if they didn't occupy Ottawa. I would have probably not really cared.
What is that? What is that pyramid? That's not Maslow, is it? I can't even see it. My eyes are so bad.
It's too tiny.
Oh, white
Now we
supremacy.
now it's cut off.
The pillars of white supremacy.
Just realized I probably shouldn't have that up.
Hey?
yeah, maybe not. We've been getting
Oh
hit
yeah.
pretty hard with
Yeah.
What
You
was he
get
gonna put up?
people
the
trying
pillars of
to
white supremacy. It's a triangle.
Oh, I saw that, but I don't understand what was the meaning of it.
I think just what Shay and TikTok scientists were talking about.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna change hats. My hat is driving me nuts.
My dog is pissed at me that I'm not sleeping. It's like you're a bitch.
I'm waiting for the water to heat up so I can go pull a Senna and have a bath.
I hate fighting, yo. I do. I don't like it. I don't like fighting. It takes me. It's so hard to like deregulate. You're fine, eh, Isaac? You could yell at somebody and you're just like whatever.
Yep.
I don't take medication for my stuff though, so
I don't like fighting either.
I hate it. Not that I like. I don't know. I just don't. It's just a bad vibe.
It's not Josh DeGroot.
No, it's not
It's
Josh.
just not.
Josh.
Did Country Girl Tanya hear us talking about her because she just joined the live? How is it when we mention people's names, they join the live? TikTok must let them know somehow.
Yeah, so it will happen to me too. So I'll be scrolling my FYP and then I'll just scroll and they'll be talking about me. And I'll be like, "Oh, what's up, guys?"
Yeah, it's weird.
Came
One
back.
time
No, she
Chris
said,
I
haha,
didn't even
no
know
one's feedback.
I didn't even know Chris Barber was live and I'm like going through my FYP and he comes up and he's talking about me and saying some pretty nice things actually and I'm just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Well, a
It's
good
like
chunk of
weird.
them think that TikTok scientist is Josh, except for Chris Barber doesn't think that.
Yeah, it's not Josh. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, Country Girl Tanya, we were just praising you about your anti-racism.
No, it's
That's
not.
what we
Yeah,
were
it's not
talking about.
Josh. I know that.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some cake.
That's because I was talking about my cheesecake, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, Josh is off. I'm sure Josh has like a burner account and he comes in and watches and stuff, but oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
miss
pretty
Josh
sure he does
too.
too.
Everybody misses him. He had a way of like keep making things fun, even when we were fighting with people, and like the left all stayed together. I didn't want to say for sure, Jen. I just was kind of being vague. He um he had a way of keeping the left unified for some reason. We didn't infight like we did after he left. We did a little bit, but I'm gonna get, you know what I'm gonna do with my dog? I'm gonna grow him a mullet. I saw a Yorkie on here and he had a mullet, and I was like, oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. He's getting a mullet. We came when he left at first, though, we were so pissed. We were like a force to be reckoned with. When Josh
Yeah, we were.
left, everybody just mobbed Barbara and Eva. It was just like relentless video after video after. We were so united. And then slowly it just started to like, I think what happened too is that the left, we failed to realize it's like with the right, there's still fractured parts of us. Like there are the leftists and then there's the liberals. And then there's so many of us. And so when we're not fighting with the convoy, we start to see the cracks within our own foundation, which are pretty big. We have a lot of, center left versus far left is very different.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Mrs. Moon.
Am I
It is.
radical?
I think any type of arguing or conflict or whatever, usually that's where the best things come out. Anytime I fight with my family, we usually are better after. I'm
Am I
far left. I'm
am
off
I
the.
what's radical left? Am I radical left?
Yeah, I don't think you're. Well, I don't know. Where do you fall on the political compass?
Uh,
You haven't done it? You
no,
should
I
do that.
didn't. It was bottom. I don't know how to describe it. It was bottom, left, center.
Okay, so you're like center left. You're close to libertarian, but you're center. So it goes authoritarian on the top, libertarian on the bottom, and then left, right. So you're like kind of center left, but you're close to libertarian. So you do like, I'm a socialist libertarian. I'm like an anarchist. You look so cute eating, Isaac. You ever see somebody eating when they're by themselves at a restaurant and you're just like, oh, they're so
You're
cute.
making
Men
him blush.
especially.
You're
For
making him
some reason,
blush.
little old men do it to me every time. They just want to
When he
squeeze their
blushes,
cheeks.
his nose goes red first. You're making him blush.
I appreciate that, Quagmire. Honestly, I didn't want to get it either. I just got one on Friday. I've had 8. I have to get it every 6 months. Sucks. But I mean, I don't. If I get COVID, I could be a goner.
Yeah.
I got
My
it
son gets it
because
once a year.
I didn't want to get long COVID. I like this, like,
It's my doctor, my hematologist has it. My hematologist, one of the top hematologists at Princess Margaret, he has long COVID right now, and he said he was like he's like, you do not want this. He's like, he doesn't know what he's gonna do. And he's vaccinated. He was bedridden. He didn't get the last vaccine in time though. He said he waited too long. So
yeah, I got my booster because I don't want to lose my sense of taste. That happened to my ex-girlfriend's mom. Lost her sense of taste and smell. Never got it back.
do you know what that is? So they're finding with
Good night,
COVID, it's
Alex.
vascular. It's a vascular and neurological disorder. It's not a flu. It's attacking the heart and the brain. If you lose your sense and your smell, it's because it did something to your brain, like brain damage to your brain.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
still
want
can't
that.
taste food properly after having COVID. I have to have
Yeah,
hot sauce on everything.
Oh, that's
so
awful.
it like goes after your nervous system
Oh,
too.
Kirk, that's awful.
And
That's
like
scary.
when I got vaccinated and then I got COVID and I wasn't really sick, but I felt like I was high on mushrooms. It was really weird.
I give it. Well, with COVID, they're finding there's two, I don't know if it's genome, it's something like two indicators. There's only two things about COVID that make it different than HIV. Like it's closer to HIV than it is the flu. It's a blood disorder. It's not a flu. It's not even that type of virus. It's a blood disorder. I have two blood disorders, so I see doctors in this world. And so they're thinking that what their fear is that people keep getting it, and what's going to end up happening, like what happened with HIV. It lays dormant for like 10 years and then it's just going to ravage people. Scary.
That's
Scary,
what she
scary.
just said. We won't know the full effects for another 10 years or even more.
As somebody who's chronically sick, I just say to people, at least protect yourselves. Wear a mask. You don't want to get this. You don't want to get permanently disabled. It's the worst ever. It sucks. The world literally forgets about you. They dispose of you. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Even leftists now, when you think about it, we were there. I have a friend, she posted about it, and she's like, when you think about it, like even the left is ableist because none of them want to mask. Yeah, polio, I know. See, measles is back really bad in the States.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
measles
well,
is,
thank
and
you guys.
also
That's true.
childhood immunizations are down. People are
Isaac
not
hates this
immunizing.
talk. Isaac hates COVID talk and
No,
health
it's
stuff.
all good when it's like this, but when it's like a
Fighting.
debate where people are like, "Oh, COVID this, COVID that," and they just keep going back, or like when you're in a debate and then they bring up COVID, like like uh today with Lisa Bellis, she's like, "I've been oppressed," and then she's like, "Remember COVID?" I'm like,
It kills me that they say that and then they'll look at me and go, well, it's not my problem. I'll be like, yeah, I'm still isolated. I haven't left my home in 4 years. I'm still dealing with it. Well, it's not my problem. And I'm
I'll
like,
be
you guys
right back.
complain because you couldn't go to restaurants. I probably will never go on a plane again. Not prepared for, oh, really?
I don't know if I've been immunized for measles.
Yeah, when you were a kid, probably. We had to. Mumps, measles, and rubella. Measles, you know what's crazy though, with them not vaccinating with measles is that they it's like it's the most effective vaccine. It's 98% effective. That's the only vaccine that is that high in efficacy. And
I
like all of our vaccines came in a series.
the vaccine that I
MRSA, oh, that was the
got as a
awful in the hospital when I worked at the hospital. That and C. difficile scared me. I knew a girl who got MRSA. She didn't wash her hands properly and she got it. Oh,
the
gross.
vaccine that I got as a kid was the one that leaves a huge scar on your arm, or
That's
mine.
I think that's smallpox or polio.
I got mine on the thigh. I think it was like a number of vaccines in one.
TB.
In one. TB?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
Polio?
I thought it was polio had that weird scar thing. I never got. Did we get polio vaccines as kids? I don't even know.
Could you imagine if parents today had to take their kids to get a shot that leaves a huge scar?
I know. Yeah, it's polio. My mom has one on her arm.
They wouldn't be able to do that. Mine's
Oh
on
my
my
God,
thigh.
imagine. I
My
know.
inner thigh.
Oh. The worst needle for me is a bone marrow. That's the worst needle.
I can't even imagine. I wouldn't.
I cried. I have to get them every 4 years. I have to get one soon. I cried like a baby, like sobbed. They should put you to sleep. They don't put you to sleep. They do in New
Bone?
Zealand, I think. My friend in New Zealand,
Bone
they said that they
marrow?
put him to sleep. Huh?
Bone marrow?
Yeah.
How?
You lay on your side and then you curl up in a ball, and they take like it's almost like a corkscrew at the end of it. Looks like a wine bottle opener. And it's like this thick, Isaac. It's like this big. And then there's a needle like that. And they go into your hip, in the back of your hip, and they drill down into the bone marrow and they pull it out. And then they take a hammer and a chisel and they tap a piece of your hip off while you're awake.
Mm.
It's pretty traumatizing.
You know what's really painful is when they take a biopsy of your cervix and they tell you it's not painful.
Yeah.
Like they should have to freeze the cervix and then take the biopsy. Like that's ridiculous, man. I almost kicked the doctor in the face. It was so painful. It was very traumatic, actually.
It is weird that people are more vaccine hesitant, but you know what? I remember because my son has autism, and I was in that world working with adults with autism when Jenny McCarthy and all that ableist anti-vax movement for autism, they blamed it on, oh, that's how you got autism, and they were just as bad back then.
Yeah, wasn't that Jenny McCarthy or something that
I
you said?
Yeah, she was
I
big on
told
that.
Pat King. Pat King tried telling me that, and I told Pat King that if there was a vaccine that could induce autism, I would recommend it because autism's awesome.
Do you want to know how my son probably got autism? The studies are showing now it runs in families, but also that the mother had a comorbidity or some sort of autoimmune disorder, something with the mother. And they're starting to think now, my friend works in this behavioral, like she does all of this type of, so they're doing studies, whatever. And I got chickenpox when I was pregnant with my son, and he had it in utero. He got it, and my fevers were so high I had to be hospitalized. Like I was hallucinating. I was 8 months pregnant, and it was probably that they didn't have a vaccine for chickenpox at that point, and it was because of chickenpox probably.
Apparently, uh, so they found that people with autism, their gut bacteria is different.
My son's is, yeah, yep.
Yeah. So what's also weird is, have you seen how like the gut bacteria can communicate with the brain at like the speed of light, and that's like
It's your
y-
second brain. Your stomach is
yeah.
your second brain. Yeah.
I have a very good second brain. Like there was one time I was like, I have a feeling I'm gonna see a cop, and then my buddy's like, "You're sketching out." 2 seconds later, a cop. I'm like, "Told you." And he's like following
Yeah.
us. I'm like, "I told you."
Turk, I date my last relationship. His son was nonverbal, and he was like he was just behind with a lot of things. And I remember he was in the hospital. He had a seizure. We didn't know what was wrong with him, and he had gotten scratched by a cat. And for like 2 weeks, they thought he had a cold because he couldn't communicate that he had a cold. He was just he wasn't eating. He was fussy. He was whatever. He had cat scratch fever and he almost died. When a kid can't communicate what they're feeling, and it is probably one of the worst things for a parent to go through because you want to help them. Yeah, cat scratch fever is really bad. I know two people who went through that. Did you ever hear about that? Cat scratch fever? Oh, it's deadly. I know two people who almost died from it.
I don't know who this is, but we're gonna give him a chance. I don't know.
Skizzy.
This is, but we're
Hello, you done it. Hey, I love you.
I can't. I can't. With the feedback and just
But he loved you.
too much audio
Loved
uh,
Isaac.
pollution.
He loves somebody.
Yeah, cat scratch fever is because they have something about their claw. It goes into the muscle. It's not like a dog bite or anything. It can go deep into you and it causes infection. It's serious.
One time, a cat was like attacking my dog, and I went to like get the cat off, and the cat like hooked the inside of my nose and scratched down. It was like the most painful thing I've ever experienced.
So scary.
The burn, like it was so painful. I was like, it's like paper cut times 1,000.
Yeah, it caused. Yeah, it was so. He was so sick. He was in the ICU and everything from it. But it was the not. I can remember my ex was the most stressful part for him was the not being able to communicate.
Man, there was the one time I gotta be careful like letting up random people because there's one time me and Betty Boop were sitting here talking and some like literal like child, like he was like 14, comes up and just repeated the N word over and over and over and over and over and over and was just like trying to disconnect it. I'm like, it was
Not good.
vile. I'm like, Betty Boop's like, where are your parents? Just lecturing the kid. I'm like, what? This is not an Xbox lobby. Like,
My
it's
dog's
brutal.
my dog's having a meltdown over here. I should go to bed. I gotta be at the hospital in the morning. Did you figure out who it was, Amaria? Oh, I said it.
You keep saying
Whoops.
I said it. I meant to say fans. I meant to say Polly.
that.
Did you hear now? Everybody knows? Yeah, I didn't mean to. That's who the person was that was coming in with the Israel flag.
I don't
I
even know
didn't
who
mean
that
to. It
is.
just that what is that when you do that? It's like a Freudian slip? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Don't her. She doesn't like me.
I don't know if they're.
Yeah, I knew you guys knew, but fans
I
Polly
didn't know.
didn't know.
No, I didn't catch on.
I don't even think I know that
catch
person.
on.
No, you weren't around for all of that. It's somebody from way back that
So they
took me
come
a
in
long
here.
time to learn my lesson.
They apparently know me.
Yeah, for sure they do. They're in the leftist world.
Man, there's so many people that know me that I don't know. And it's really weird. Like, just interacting with the app when I'm not live. I can't even do it sometimes. I'm just like, nope. I go on like a fake account, and then they're like, you come in here on a fake account. And I'm like, sorry? Like, I just don't want to be like fucking derailing your guys' conversation and all you talk about is me. Like,
Yeah, that would be weird if I went on a live and people were talking about me. I'd be creeped out.
it's not
Oh my
that bad.
God, my
It's,
dog is doing the weird. He never does this. He's like digging like at me though.
yeah, I have one fake account. It's so awesome. It's Jimmy Goes to Divorce Court. The one day I was like in Aminal's live and I dropped down and then I went into his live and as soon as I got in there it was instantly muted. So I started sending Aminal gifts. He's just like trying not to laugh and then blocks me. I'm like, that was beautiful. That was the first live I went into and then
Did
I
you
went into
see
Brag Guys.
today? They were saying
Thank you.
Aminal is we are manipulating him, right? And the way they were talking about it was making it sound like he can't think for himself, or that he's not intelligent enough to figure out things on his own.
Interesting.
What good friends they are.
Yeah, so it sounds more like they're trying to recruit people. It's like that's what they tell themselves, hey? To make themselves sleep at night. That's cute. I like that.
TikTok
That's
scientists,
what
you're so quiet.
that's what I thought that they were saying to each other, right? I'm like, because I wonder what they talk about, like with me and shit, like the deep conversations where they're like, "What should we do? We can't do anything. Fuck."
Well, I think they were mad about you, Isaac, in the like a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, always.
Because when you had Pat King in, right? Um,
Oh
did you
yeah,
have
no,
him more than
Aminal.
once?
Me and Aminal weren't cool, but we're fine now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there was one time one time I don't know, I hung out with Pat King a couple times. Like I went on his live, we had a little debate, and then I went on another time and I taught him how to battle. And then like a week later he was like top of the charts.
Yeah, yeah.
It
He
was
was killing
awesome.
it.
It
Pat
was
King was
so
killing it
funny.
on TikTok.
It was
And he
so
dumped his
funny.
Facebook. He shut down his whole Facebook live thing. And people, because they have followers that are older,
Yeah,
they were so pissed off. They're like, we don't know how to use TikTok. Why are you leaving
I love
Facebook for
it.
TikTok?
Hmm.
And so then he started up his Facebook again, like I think a week ago, and he put a PayPal up there.
Hmm. Yeah, he has to do that. Otherwise, he's not allowed on social media. So, I actually have it's on my YouTube channel, the VOD. And it's actually interesting because if you weren't there at the beginning, then you don't really, and all you see was just me kicking TikTok scientists. Like, yeah, sure, it looks bad, but um, yeah, there was a lot more going on there. Like, I might edit a video about that because um,
Edit?
I already have it. I just gotta edit it, which is fine. I like editing. It's just haven't got around to it yet.
No, I think just Pat King is realizing that the TikTok gifts don't really amount to much money.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
So yeah, so on any streaming platform, you'll pretty much have to pay 50%. So with TikTok gifts, you get 50%, which is the same as like Twitch and all the others. So it's like really not that bad. It used to be 30%, but then Twitch was like, we want 50. And then I think YouTube takes 30. So I don't know. I can't remember. But it's they always take a chunk. Apple does the same thing. So what you got to do is if you're on an iPhone specifically, when you hit the gifts, you have to hit the custom button, and then it takes you to a website where you don't have to pay the 30% Apple tax. Because if you do it on the app with an iPhone, uh, it will be the TikTok will take 50%, and then Apple will take 30% of the whole thing. So you only get like a little bit.
Yeah, but I
Well, it'll
don't
be
think
like
he's not.
30% of what you buy.
Is he making much
Is
money with those battles though, I'm wondering. Like
yeah.
I don't think he for sure?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, he makes a
Well,
couple
TikTok
grand
scientist
every
has
couple
hold on,
weeks.
hold on. TikTok scientist has a conspiracy
So,
theory, and it's all alleged. So go on.
what, you wanted to tell it?
Yeah.
That he's actually laundering stolen convoy money through the TikTok battles, and that's what it really is.
No, not that one.
That's not that
I've
great. That's not that
I've
far
never
fetched.
heard that one before. Not that
Allegedly.
one. Yeah, not that one. What's
Allegedly.
the other one?
Oh, my
With the
tongue's frozen. Now I can't say allegedly.
with the agency?
But the agency, well, I was said before about how he goes with the other people he has on his team and he's giving the gifts to them. So he doesn't actually get all the money he's getting donated anyways. He just kind of recycles it back into the other team players who then gift to help him get higher in the rankings to hopefully get more money. But he just ends up giving away like 85% of his money because he's trying to get more by spending more. But it turns out this just kind of like weird Ponzi scheme that doesn't ever end up paying out because he's losing money
Yeah.
to himself.
So
When he does the battles.
that's why this is perfect. Okay, so that's why we have this filter, And then this exact agency, I went in and I battled them one night, and I basically, so this filter. So
But that wasn't
what?
just a completely baseless theory because I actually saw
So
him do a live where he was giving out the gifts to everybody who was on his team to give back to him.
yeah, it's a thing. It's not It's not technically a Ponzi scheme. Like it's not illegal because it's TikTok, but it's a thing. It's a problem on this app. So a lot of creators won't battle people in agencies. So once you join an agency like that, the like other creator, like it's like, do you have an agency or you do not have an agency? And then when you start getting like an agency coming in giving you gifts and stuff, it's like you're caught. But that agency came in here. Well, I went in and I battled them, a bunch of them, and I was just like telling them about my Ponzi scheme plan. I was going to start a casino, right? It was kind of like a bit, right?
Mhm.
But I was going to start a casino, and then like 2 days later, I'm scrolling my FYP, and they literally just had a full blown casino going on. I'm like, you
Well, the
guys go to a
gifts that he's
band.
getting on TikTok are not going to his lawyer, right? And then
You
the PayPal
unmuted.
that he
He
set up
does. They go to him, but he does send them to his lawyer allegedly. Because if you look at his videos, he has videos on his page where he's showing the e-transfers of the money that he says he's getting from the gifts.
and the PayPal that's on Facebook doesn't look like it goes to his lawyer. But I could be wrong. Allegedly.
No, go to my YouTube page and subscribe because I think I just need a couple more subscribers and then I can go live on YouTube, which I'm super stoked about. And it's like this kind of. You don't have this, but you have like this. It's not like this. It's like this. It's like TikTok live, but YouTube. It's pretty cool.
Can't say how, but that number is. I mean, sorry, that email account, the Gmail account, the Natasha whatever, is actually connected to her phone number. So
Hmm.
Yeah, you should watch the beginning. I'll make a video. You don't have to do that. I'll make a video. It is a thing though. Get
I'm gonna
some.
go to bed. It was good to see you, Isaac. I was looking for you all week. Kept checking
Yeah,
to see if
I've been around.
yeah,
And
I didn't figure you. I figured you'd be busy.
yeah, I was pretty busy, and then I just butchered that word. Pretty busy. Pretty. I like. How did I just say that? Bit busy, busy, busy.
Pretty
Like
busy.
I have a speech impediment. Eh? Like before, when I started doing TikTok, I talked to the camera. I'm like, what the, what?
It's weird. I've gone live once on my own and just talking to the camera, waiting for people to come in and stuff. It's a weird feeling. It's
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
when I
so
do
much
my
fun.
lives for Ron Clark, I can see why they sit there and look all awkward and everything because I'm
Well,
sitting there
no, it's
and
like you have your Ryan, right?
they're
That
just in
Ryan.
person.
here.
Yeah. So what you do is you just wait for one of them to come in, and you just talk to them, and then it just pops off. That's it. That's the trick.
I'm like, please share the live. You gotta share the live.
Like that's like the number one tip for that from me. That's
I
what I
can't
did.
believe Ali, the last thing I heard when your live ended, I wish I could have recorded. My phone was glitching. It was going and everything. You guys were all talking in slow motion, and all I heard was it was like the hob of hell. Like it was the most guttural, animalistic, scary sound. And I was like, am I hearing?
Isaac probably has it
Oh my
because it
God, it
wasn't
was
frozen when he
bad.
left.
It was
I
bad.
don't know because it would be in the VOD. So when you shut the live off, make sure you close the app because it will like the microphone will still be on. So like hot mic moments that could happen to you. I've heard other people say that like they shut the live down
Huh.
and then the mic is hot and then they can still hear
No, but I
you.
think it was
And
Backwoods was yelling at you or something. I heard
No, he
some
was.
weird.
He
I
he
heard
he had a moment like
it
where he
was.
was like,
I've never heard him like that. It was like,
yeah, yeah, he
it
had
might
a
be because it was slowed down.
no,
It
he
was
maybe.
had a
deeper.
moment. I swear to you, he did.
Yeah, he
You have to go
growled.
back
It
and
was a
watch it.
growl.
He
You you
growled.
don't
He
you didn't hear him
lost his
growl at you?
marbles.
Yeah, he
Oh,
growled.
I might. Yeah, he was doing that a lot though.
No,
I
So
this was like some sort of change going on.
he
was angry.
fucking.
Just rage.
I don't know why
Did
he
he
came up
laugh?
here. Like, I don't know why he comes up here like that. Like,
Yeah,
what are you
they
doing?
keep saying we're not talking to the left anymore. I've banned them all. I want nothing to do with them. We're not talking to them anymore. And
Turk,
then they
if you
come
had
into the
heard
live.
this, it was not a, it was like a
But then they.
bear.
But if you don't let them up, then they're gonna be like, "Oh, you scared? You scared?" So you
He's
like
just
have
like
to.
Lisa Bella. It's the same thing. They come up
Yeah.
because they feel like they need to come up to defend themselves, but then they don't know how to react and they just end up freaking out the entire time.
Or I freak out, like with Lisa
Freak out. One that or
She
both
does
freak
that.
out.
She does that to me. She pisses me off.
Oh, you won't
Like
be
the
able to
live
see
that
the live because it got taken down.
the live that I watched before this,
What?
Fancy, the live that I oh,
Read the
are you
comment.
saying what to me? The live before this, Fancy was up, and Fancy and Lisa Bella were both up, and they were talking, and they both got kicked down.
No.
Yeah, they both got kicked down for.
No. No, I lost the footage on. Oh, somebody, TikTok scientist probably has that.
Lost the footage for what?
I should have the growling part.
Do you have like, send me everything you got on that live? Because if it got taken down and I don't have the footage, I want that.
Sorry, go ahead, Polly.
Oh, the live they were in, Fancy Pants was up talking, and so was Lisa Bella.
No, it's
They were
here.
up talking. And then they got kicked down or kicked off because they got reported for hate speech, both of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they were both taken down, and the Bry guy's in the comments going, Fancy Pants is so scared. She's afraid. Fancy Pants just left, even though when Fancy Pants came on and said, I got kicked down for hate speech. I got removed for hate speech.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah. And then he still went on. No, Fancy Pants is scared. Fancy Pants doesn't want to talk about it. Fancy Pants is
See, I wasn't there for that, so I have the ending.
A
kinda
song
wanna
would be
watch it.
great.
But yeah, I knew that like I just know them that well that I'm like, oh, that's what they would do, and then they did it tonight. That's
yeah,
how
they did.
immersed into this app I am. It's brutal.
Cry
Yeah, so
guy.
see-
Cry guy. He was crying too.
we're all a little bit sick, you know, like this back and forth all the time. We have conversations, we get along, we don't get along.
Yeah, this app is very entertaining. Very,
Elder
especially
invited
in
me up with
Canada.
Jimmy in the box, and I will not go anywhere near Jimmy.
Because
He
in
triggers
Canada,
me.
there's not very many creators in Canada, and it's not
And it's
monetized.
and there's
So
only
it's
30. Look how many people we have compared to the States. Like we have nowhere near, so we can, it's almost like, especially in political TikTok, we all somehow know, like everybody knows each other. It's kind of a nice feeling though when you come on here, especially if you're like lonely or whatever, and people are like, hey, what's up? It's like being in the hallway at school. Everybody's like, hey, there's that guy, there's that, yo, what's up? And then you can just like
yeah.
walk and go and hang around with other people. And
Okay, you know Donnie Darko with the path?
No.
It's how I feel like it's how I feel with this app. There's just like so
oh
many
yeah,
paths.
My
I'm just
son
like,
my son was here, and he has, I guess, debates on Discord or something. I don't know. But anyways, he was here and he's like, oh my God. He's like, do none of you people have a moderator that's actually kind of neutral? Because everybody was yelling at everybody in the live. And he's like, this is ridiculous. You guys are having a debate with no person
they're
running the
arguing
debate.
here. TikTok doesn't have debates. TikTok has
I'm the moderator. I'd say I did a pretty good job tonight.
He wasn't
That was
talking about
so.
yours. He was talking about the one I was watching before that
Oh man, that was so much
with
fun.
Elder.
When he was talking and he's like trying to turn the mic on, and I'm just like doing a good job at just like letting people talk, and then he could talk, and then he was like getting mad about it. I'm like, dude, that's just that's like etiquette, bro.
But that's what
Like,
happened with Backwoods. He screamed. He like growled. He's really like he went. "Arr, arr, arr, arr."
Yeah, it was a weird sound.
It was so odd.
I want to hear that. Fuck.
well, okay, this is the last minute.
You mock me every chance you can.
Dude, I haven't said shit to you. Shut the fuck up.
You can't admit your own faults. All we're asking is for you to accept what you did and learn and grow and use your ears and listen. It's literally all we're asking.
I don't think you're mad.
No, when Senna got kicked down the first time
No,
is what she means.
no, it was when my phone was glitching. And
Yeah.
then
So
the whole thing ended, I thought. No, everything ended. I got kicked out when I was with Isabella. I'm talking
Yeah,
about Isaac's live went down.
it was earlier.
it's
than that.
loading. I don't know. TikTok, it's like a big file, so
I can wait. Cool.
20.
Not mods. My son didn't mean mods. He meant like a when all the politicians have debates, they have somebody there that's neutral and kind of like controls the narrative and the talk, and kind of keeps everything in like a talk.
What is it called? It's the person.
Yeah, I can't remember. What is it called?
The mediator?
Yeah, the mediator. That's what he said. He's like, don't you guys have a mediator? You guys have all these debates. Like, he couldn't believe what he was listening. He sat here, he was eating his dinner. He couldn't believe what he was listening to.
Because when the president or they do all their speech, like when politicians debate, they have that person. They're asking the questions. Ammon will do that before.
So I guess I should probably start telling people, like, if you want like a shout out and you have that screen, it doesn't work. So what you gotta do is you gotta get like a green screen photo and put up a green screen photo with like your handle and shit, and then people, because on YouTube you're anonymous. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's
I'm
also
gonna-
kind of cool that you're leaving.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. Look, as soon as I said I'm going to bed. Look, he just jumped. See
He's
that?
like, cuddle time.
I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. He fucking jumped me. I'm going to bed. I love
Thanks,
him so
Anna.
much. Good night, everybody.
Keep us updated about tomorrow.
I'm glad you're back.
If you're
Good night.
Yeah, it'll be all week, so yeah, I'll be fine. Night, guys.
Good night.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the grill.
It was before that. It was before the end. It was. It was
that's
so
all. You'll have a fancy in the box. I'd have to be in the comments until I fall asleep. I'm just letting you know now.
If you haven't noticed, Nick.
Oh, and then it cut off. That was when it ended. So yeah, it was a.
I think it was before that though. Like
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I got it.
Do you know what he was talking about when he did that? When that happened? Because I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, and then
Let me
YouTube
see.
You could just search it like that.
I'll be right back. Oops, I'm not leaving. I'm just okay.
9:15 that early? Okay. Let's see. He wasn't in the live at that time. Lisa was in the live at 9:15.
Man, I wish I could see like the videos that people make about me, but they never play them. I don't know why. Probably because they're all private.
Probably what?
They're all private.
Oh, yeah. DM private accounts with all the good stuff. Not really good, but
Oh, I'm cold. My dog is just.
Bro, that I thought like he was growling after you said something to him.
Well, I have the whole video here. What time was it?
Like, 9 there, 10:39 your time. He's in.
So it
Well, he was
started at
in.
9. So 10:31.
Yeah, it's like 10:39. He was in. That's when I started recording another time, which I think is when he joined.
Guys who have a baseball team and they call themselves the Crackers. They're all white.
Okay. Maybe we shouldn't play it.
Yeah, not all of it, not after what happened.
I would like to look over it though.
With him for a little bit.
I like the sunglasses. It helped. Help get me into the mood, you know? Oh boy. Because, yeah, there's another thing too. I say the time at the beginning of the live, so when it's on YouTube, you can just take a screenshot and then it's like a bookmark.
Flat words. Okay, I don't know what I just did. I just closed CapCut and it's still playing the video. And what did they do? What did it stop?
What?
If it's playing the video in CapCut to try and find the spot to snip it out. And there's a bug where sometimes it will keep playing the audio in the background. And usually I can just close the app and then it will stop. But I close the app and it's still going to force stop.
Yeah, that's why
Oh my God.
that's why it's going to be super handy when it's just on YouTube, because then you can just screen grab little bits and you don't have to deal with that. It's going to be sick. I've already played with it and it's so fucking fun. You're just I want to make this video. You just go to different spots and you literally can just catch them owning their argument so quickly. It's so much fun. I have a bunch of videos that I haven't posted because they'd be like, "Oh, you're one of those creators." I'm like, I could be.
No, I got so much stuff that I don't post. I'll start maybe editing it. It's fuck it. I don't know. This app is just, there's so much stuff that goes on and that I see in the lives, but the actual main app is treated so much different from the rule. Well, except for tonight, apparently. Except for, basically the rules in the lives are so much different than the actual main site, and then
it got appealed.
You can't post half the stuff. And
it got appealed.
Well, yeah, but it's still, I made a video that was 12 minutes long, and it got a CGB, appealed, instantly denied, and then I could chop it up into 6 different segments, upload it to a different account, and it's fine.
You seen what I did, right? On the Isaac's Unhinged account? Where it's 2 hours of footage.
I've seen it.
Yeah, 2 hours of footage, just 30-minute. And then the first one, I uploaded it backwards so that when you go to my page, you just scroll. And then I uploaded backwards, but then the first video that I made a I put it into captions, and they have an auto censor AI, so it just beeps everything out and then puts the captions on, and then it didn't get any. It got a community guidelines violation, but it was a 10-minute video and it got 1K views.
I don't know. I'm just so annoyed with this app.
Like my Isaac Unhinged account, like that account got some watch time. I remember like I uploaded it. I can't remember who it was, but somebody's like, "Man, I've never been so glad it was over. Something was over, but also so yeah, something like that." And I was like, "You finished it?" It was like exactly 2 hours after I finished uploading it. I'm just like, damn.
It just
That shit was yeah. Those videos are not eligible for the FYP, but then the video that I made with captions was. Yeah.
it's like the same video, one with captions and one without.
I did my part 1 I put into captions. It was a 10-minute video, and you break it into 2 5-minute things, right? And then, because the entire VOD for that segment was like 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I did the part 4 with 30-minute videos. And then the remaining 10 minutes I just put at the front in part 1. And I censored everything. Night, did you just drop down? I was like, when did she leave? Have a good night. Thanks for joining. 'Twas lovely.
Hey, Polly.
Getting
Yeah, see, she
boned
was
and
paused
shit.
for too long and it kicked her down.
Ah. You gotta get like a profile picture or something with your handle on it for
Not
YouTube.
me.
Because
Oh,
there's random people that watch YouTube also, and they come here. There has been
well, you don't
people
want to
that
just have like random pictures of Jimmy.
yeah probably don't give Jimmy a shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's there's a
I
thing
would
on
put the new
YouTube though.
TikTok logo on there.
Okay, bro, nobody's gonna get
It's just
that.
a TikTok logo.
Nobody's gonna get that. It's over.
I
We
mean, we could
can't.
have the
That's
graph
not a
with
funny
like the
joke anymore.
autism and organic food sales being correlated.
Have I talked to Zoe lately? No. I have been doing my own thing lately. Haven't talked to anyone. TikTok scientist messaged me yesterday, and a bunch of other people messaged me yesterday, and I was like, I'm not even gonna touch messages because I had like 50 messages on my phone. So
I thought I'd just reach out, make sure everything was good.
yeah, I don't have time to message everybody.
Oh, understandable. But I hate messages. I barely DM anyone.
And then also when you have that many and people are messaging you, you're just like,
But someone never
that's
messaged me.
a
So no.
rabbit hole to go down, man. Like I'm gonna be sitting there talking to people for like hours. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna enjoy my fucking day. My fucking phone is turned off, but it's on. Like I see them, but I'm like, I don't want it because then you got it's. I dedicate time to that shit, you know. I still
The
message
messages
you.
are so like messed up in this app too, though.
I still message you.
Like I will,
Just
I think I think you sent me a heart or something. Did you send a
oh
message
really?
too?
Yeah, I sent a message. Basically, just was like, yeah,
Oh
took
yeah,
some
yeah,
days,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You did say something.
took some
Thought
days
you were
off.
take a break. Yeah.
Yeah, but when I'm in the mood to DM, then I DM. Like, well,
Yeah.
like that's another thing too. That's super annoying. Is I'm always live, so it's like, what am I gonna be messaging people when I'm live? Like, it's the same shit. Do you text at work? Probably.
Oh yeah, man. If you're live, they could just come into the live.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yep. Zoe's always welcome here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm a kitty.
And then also, what you gotta do is you gotta start putting like handles on your shit. So then, when you put shit like that up, you get like a watermark. Start watermarking everything. I mean, it's a little bit of work, and you get a shout out. You know, you're not just like a blank thing on YouTube.
Just need to add some text, I guess.
I do say your name a lot, though. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. You just gotta get a watermark.
Well, then I have to put the watermark over every picture I put up. I'm always putting up pictures.
Well, no,
it is always nice to see the science studio on the TV set.
It's up to you, because do you want a shout out all throughout all the clips, or do you just want like a shout out half the time? It's whatever you want, bro. So that's totally up to you. And you don't even have to put a picture up if you don't want to. You can be anonymous on the YouTube. But I am saying your name, so.
Yes, I do need to upload some stuff to YouTube, figure out what their guidelines are like.
Oh, dude, as long as you don't have music. So, but then this is awesome.
Yeah, the music is the problem. Yeah.
So, when you upload it, the Burn Book Awards, I was talking to Fancy, and she was like, I can't upload it to YouTube because the copyrighted music. But what you can do is you can upload it, and then it will automatically not automatically, but there's an option to like take out the copyrighted music segments, and then it just edits it for you.
Does it just like take out sections with music, or does it just take out the music itself?
And you can either silence it, which they would probably want to do that. If you just cut the audio, then in editing, you could technically just like put the music back onto it, like the audio thing back onto it. And okay. you can even upload it, but it wouldn't be available in certain countries, and you would not be getting any they would have to go to your page and find it, and there would, if you ever get monetized, it would be unmonetizable, and it's basically hidden, and then yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying playing with the YouTube. I haven't worked on thumbnails or anything yet, because yeah, if anybody wants to make thumbnails, be Muse. That would be dope if you made thumbnails for my videos.
You can just subscribe to ChatGPT, or I'll send you a link. You might be able to make thumbnails on Hugging Face.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to a bunch of shit right now. My profile picture was a fucking mess. You need so many different I'm gonna make new stickers too. I was doing that last night also. So one sec.
I can't believe I had to reset my damn phone just because the stupid ass CapCut buggy ass app. Try this again. Find the guy. Whoa.
Sorry about that. I just had to
No problem.
So this is gonna be one of the stickers in the chat.
Oh god, not Pepe.
Yeah, gotta have the Pepe in the chat. For when Jimmy comes up, and then I make this one.
Yeah, see, Jimmy would love Pepe.
Exactly. So he could give me $2 or $3. $3.70, $2 American, and he could use Pepe the Frog. Sounds like
Yes,
it's
it is. Jimmy would love it. Yeah.
I want them to use it. You know, like identify yourselves. But also, I'm gonna use it too, because it's a good one to have. It's all over Twitch. Like, why wouldn't you have it here? And then this is like draft number 2. I was thinking about doing this one, but then I was like, I'm gonna go with the one with the sunglasses. I like the one with the sunglasses.
Yeah, it's really better.
I just didn't like how this one, my eyes were like brown. I'm like, I don't have brown eyes. But I do like this one. It's pretty dope.
You have to rotate the Photoshop, change the colors. I mean, I guess you could just use like any image editor probably.
But I love this one. And then this one, Jimmy crying.
Oh, the Sherry Rug, yeah.
Yeah. I made this into like if you're in the DMs, you can just search Jimmy crying on the stickers.
That's why I saw it. Yeah, you sent it to me.
This will actually come up and he'll be crying. Just so you know, if you're in the DMs, you can send Jimmy crying. All you have to do again is just search Jimmy crying and it will come up. Pro tip. Oh, I love it. I love this app so much. And then that one guy that was up here, me and him have been kind of brainstorming. So I wanna make a GIF, me like clapping, right? And make it a sticker. So when you're like editing a video, you can just like drag and drop. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to sort some good clips a little better. Well, my stuff's a mess. Just like goes into one big folder.
Well, so the cool thing is though, so say you were to like, so what you would do is you have your moments there because it's all lined up, right? So if you just look at like a timestamp on your phone, like the clock on the top on a screen recording, right? If you look at the time, you would then be able to like line it up with YouTube and then just screen record YouTube and you could get, but with the chat, it is better with the chat. But you could do it the other way around too. So I could be like, yo, can I get this time from you? And you would be able to just go through and scrub through the footage and find the timestamp and send it to me. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. We're getting this organized now.
I always wanted to punch you in the face, but they don't hear the growling.
He was being so aggressive, dude.
Like he's got clear anger issues, and I find it hilarious how he's like, "Oh, it's because I'm a man. Because I'm a man." It's like, dude, seriously, that's what kids do. Like that's a child thing to have uncontrolled rage like that. Like as you grow up, you're supposed to learn how to control your emotions so you don't respond like that.
This is what they do. This is how they sleep.
This is them trying to figure out what is racism. How does it work? What is the formula? How many racisms are allowed per hate crime?
Dude, this is so awesome. This is how they think, bro.
Oh, isn't there Pepe?
This is so good. Oh my god. Bro. This is my new favorite filter. Oh my god, this is such a meme. Bless the soul of whoever fucking made this. Like, fuck. See, this is why I couldn't move strictly to YouTube, man. It's shit like this. This is so fucking dope. Oh my God. I'm sorry, my brain right now is just going straight to like in a debate when somebody's like, somebody like says something that's like backwoods level of intelligence, and they're like trying to be in a serious debate. And you just whip this shit out and be like, oh my God, never thought about it. Like fucking Transplender with this, like, y'all need Jesus in your life. That shit, oh my God. That's my new favorite filter. Don't let me forget about that one.
That was makes me want to be a Christian, though. I mean, it'd be
Yeah,
nice to be
same.
able to just do horrible stuff and then just pray about it and then be forgiven. So I could just keep doing horrible stuff repeatedly and not learn anything and then feel good about it.
Yeah, because you're born again.
And I'm pretty sure there has to be something in the Bible that says that's not a good thing to do.
Something in the Bible that says that's not a good thing to do.
Like, said not just go and keep sinning and doing blasphemous things and then repenting and then just doing it again and then
And
repenting.
also, you know what else that's fucked up? Jesus was a socialist, so
That reminds me of Matthew. Matthew's off to make another delivery. He's got some black walnut for you.
we got yeah, oh my God. No, I got to do it because otherwise you're gonna accidentally show your face.
It was motherfucking physicist who was streaming his one live and he turned that filter off. So you have Matthew just like flying down the road.
Just like make it so you can see my room through my sunglasses. You're welcome. It's a mess. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. It's just my closet is full of shit and I can't use it because, yeah, so my clothes are just like chronically on the floor. For now. It's annoying. Drives me crazy. Well, bro. This one's pretty cool. Going to work at Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. Welcome.
I think the rat.
Welcome to. No, I'm a bunny.
Rabbit or something.
I'm a bunny. I work at Chuck E. Cheese. Thanks for the gift. I work at Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, don't make fun of my job. I have to break fights up all day and wear this suit. Oh man, I love it. When people ask me where I work, I'm gonna put this up and be like, I work at Chuck E. Cheese.
So I go on a job.
Yeah. Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese. I sit at the door. I'm like the Walmart greeter, but I also check people's ID because Chuck E. Cheese is now age restricted. So it's too dangerous. Oh man. Who was it? Like Shane Dawson back in the day with his fucking Chuck E. Cheese documentary. That shit was some classic YouTube. That was like probably like one of the best returns to YouTube that like anyone's done. But then he just turned out to be like weird and not, and then he fucked it up again basically because I can't even remember what it was. that he did. Something fucking questionable. Doing something on the Snapchat. I think that's what it was, allegedly, you know? I think it was like Snapchat scandal. Gotta love the Snapchat scandals. So many of them. Man, okay, I'm gonna stop looking up filters. I miss the chat. Ezekiel 33:9. I don't even know what that means. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I don't know why I still can't find the Grail.
It's all good.
I have to copy to the PC and check. But yeah.
I'm gonna upload that to YouTube first, I think. I wanted it to be in order, but I kinda wanna upload that one and then also the other one where I had there was a few that I want to upload.
Just for the record.
This is my life now. This is what I do. Just always have to be on YouTube, making sure it's working, or I'll get behind, and then we're fucked. Upload video. Select files. The 1 hour 57. All right, it's gonna be on YouTube in probably like 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, it's a big file.
And using like 56K modems.
What?
They use like a 56K modem or something.
No,
It a little while.
It processes on YouTube. It took like a second to download. Like it didn't take long to download. It's because YouTube has to like do a bunch of stuff. It's not just uploading. It uploads really quick and then the processing takes a long time. So like the last like 40% or something like that would be probably just processing. Because that takes the longest. And it's gotten stuck in the processing before. So that was March 3rd. Elder. Who was it? It was Elder. Lisa Bella. And Backwoods. I'll just put that in there for now. And then I'll go Backwoods, Isaac Unleashed in the description so that you can just search that. No, it's not made for kids. Subtitles, yes. Copyright, check. Next. Okay, public. And yeah, 2 hours and 32 minutes. Yay. And then
Well,
that,
I better drop. I gotta go have a shower before I go to bed, so it's getting later
have
here.
fun. I'll probably
I
be up
will.
when you come back.
Oh
'Cause
gosh,
I just
I look
woke
forward to
up,
it.
so yeah, I'll be here all night.
On stuff. All right, have a good night.
Yeah. See ya.
Take-
Yeah. People are like, "Oh, you haven't been on this app for so long." It's like, it probably was here, just you were probably sleeping. And I joined some other lives. Like I went live every day. There was like a couple days I didn't go live. Pretty much went live. I think I missed a couple days, but fucking okay. Kind of want to do a reset. I think I'm gonna do a reset. And then, ooh, I just got nervous. That happens every once in a while. Get a little nervous for no reason. Well, there's a reason, but reset. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, because I want to like go for like cancer stick and take like a little break. I'm good. Why do I not look good? My breathing, yeah. So I don't know. I just got like an anxiety wave where I'm just like, I don't know. Might have something to do with like everybody dropping down and just being me staring at the camera. Thank you. Yeah, I said I was anxious. I was like, I'm feeling anxious, which is fine. I get over it pretty quickly. Especially now that I do this like all the time. It's kind of hard to focus on anxiety when you're like, if I think about anything that I do, I'd be like, oh, I'm anxious. So I just like live in the moment. YOLO. Yeah. I explained it as, yeah, so it happens with like a lot of things where like you could just like really focus on like negative shit, right? It's like it's a little devil on your shoulder, you know? Just telling you what could happen and like all the little negative things. And if you look at and you look at that little devil on your shoulder and you listen for like 30 seconds, you're going down the rabbit hole. You're fucked. Hello. Yeah, that's that's what I yeah. That's shit. Don't do that. If you do, you gotta be ready. Find your 3 positive things. That's a good tip. I just don't look at it. Like, depending on what it is. Like, I mean, if you have to look, you need like, there's certain things I don't ignore. But with TikTok, I fucking hate looking at the little devil on your shoulder. You're just like, oh man. But if you just don't focus on that and you focus on the other shit, you just do your shit, then you're good. And that's what I do. So if I'm not on the app, I don't think about the app. And if I do, it's just like, I want to go live. That's pretty much yeah, I'm just like, ooh, like tonight, I was like, ah, boy, I can't wait to go live. I was just like cleaning my room and shit, getting ready. It was great. I'm gonna be live like all night, all day, pretty much. It's gonna be one of those. Because when I do a return, I do it right. Get banned in the first 2 hours and then continue from there. That was that was something. That was something. Yeah. Might, I don't know. Yeah. So it's like, because I woke up at 5 p.m. So it's 1:46. So I've only been awake for like 6 hours. So it's like, what am I gonna do? Go to bed? Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm gonna sit here and yeah. There's that little nervousness again. All right, I'm gonna go have a cancer stick and take a little intermission, and then I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Yeah, it wasn't just you, it was like you and Aunt Bougie, something like that. However that's pronounced. Yeah, yeah. I was looking at it yesterday because it was like March 17th or something like that. Just going through some old stuff. FN Bougie. It's good peeps. Yeah, no, I like her. She fucked with me a little bit, and then you were like, you kind of helped me, like, yeah. But you explained it to me, I think. There was something like that. I don't know. I can't remember it all. I could probably find it. Because everything has a footprint. Yup. That's why I just like, fuck it. I'm gonna upload everything onto YouTube, and then I don't know. It's a weird feeling. I'm not gonna lie. Like going live and them not having the VOD is like super chill. But once you start uploading it to YouTube, you're like, ooh, what are they gonna do with this? little bit of a weird feeling, Oh boy. Okay. Internet is forever. It sure as fuck is. I don't think I really do anything wrong though. Like I would say that I'm like doing this shit pretty yeah, I don't know. Like pretty much all they really got is, oh, he's friends with Jimmy, but one, we never really been like friends. And well, we're like friendly, but so there's that. But me and Jimmy just argued all the time, so I have evidence of that. Like what the fuck? I say bitch every once in a while, like maybe that. That could That's pretty much it. Yep, that's pretty much it. Maybe some of my like political views, like being against the church, but I think that stuff will age well. um Substances, maybe. I think if anything were to get me, it would be my OnlyFans being in the link in the bio. think that would be they'd be like, oh, he did OnlyFans. Yeah. But like Steve said, at some point, everybody's just gonna have to come to come to terms with the fact that maybe the president sent dick pics, and they leaked. Like, everybody's gonna have to come to terms with that fact one day. It's just not yet. It's just a matter of time. Anyway. All right, I'm out. I'll be right back.